Tesla is getting absolutely hardcore about layoffs. Advanced automatic braking systems will be required by the end of the decade. And Instagram's algorithm overhaul will reward original content and penalize aggregators. It's Wednesday, May 1st, and this is Engadget News. Firing people may be the one thing Elon Musk is actually good at. It's only been 2 weeks since Tesla began reducing its workforce by 10%, a move that impacted at least 14,000 staffers. Now, even more pink slips are coming. The company let go of 2 senior executives yesterday, with plans to lay off hundreds more employees, as reported by The Information. These layoffs impact the entire Supercharger team, including Senior Director Rebecca Tanucci and 500 staffers. Daniel Ho, head of the New Vehicles program, was also laid off, along with his team. Tesla's public policy team is also being dissolved, which was led by former executive Rohan Patel. Musk sent out a company-wide email that seemed more like a threat than anything else, writing, quote, "Hopefully these actions are making it clear that we need to be absolutely hardcore about headcount and cost reduction. While some on exec staff are taking this seriously, most are not yet doing so." End quote. This could be just the beginning. Musk also said that any staffers working under executives who don't obviously pass the excellent, necessary, and trustworthy test would also get cut. When all of this is said and done, Tesla's headcount could be reduced by as much as 20%, as recently suggested by Bloomberg. This adds up to more than 20,000 employees. Just how hardcore is Musk about reducing costs? Well, a judge recently rejected his proposal for a pay package that would grant him $55.8 billion of Tesla's money, which was referred to in court as an unfathomable sum that was unfair to shareholders. Chancellor Kathleen St. Jude McCormick went on to call it the largest potential compensation opportunity ever observed in public markets by multiple orders of magnitude. Sounds kind of softcore, doesn't it? Yeah, well, this is shaping up to be a really crappy year for Tesla, even if its stock price seems to be living in a parallel universe. Profit margins have sunk to a 6-year low. The company's most recent earnings report was abysmal, with profits falling by 55%. The Cybertruck continues to be something of a dangerous joke. Tesla's autopilot software was recently linked to 14 deaths. It has also reportedly given up on its budget-friendly EV in favor of a robotaxi, because why make a car everyone will want to buy instead of something a few taxi companies will buy? On the plus side, Tesla doesn't really pay taxes, which is pretty hardcore. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration just announced new federal safety standards for automobiles. These standards include a mandate for advanced automatic braking systems for all new cars, which manufacturers must comply with by 2029. That's just 5 years out. And this applies to all passenger cars and light trucks under 10,000 pounds. The automatic emergency braking systems must be able to bring a car traveling up to 62 miles per hour to a complete stop while avoiding a collision. These systems will also have to account for oncoming pedestrians at speeds up to 45 miles per hour in both daytime and nighttime conditions. Automatic emergency brakes use a bevy of sensors, lasers, and cameras to detect collisions. When a crash is imminent, the system brakes on its own or applies brake assist to help the driver quickly and safely come to a stop. It's worth noting that manufacturers already include these systems in 90% of new cars, but many of these tools don't meet the MPH thresholds mentioned earlier. The NHTSA says that most manufacturers should be able to meet these requirements with software updates. The actual auto industry, however, is not quite as bullish about the mandate. The Alliance for Automotive Innovation, a lobbying group that works on behalf of auto manufacturers, has urged the NHTSA to consider other options. One major suggestion is to lower the speed threshold in certain cases, as the group stated that significant hardware and software changes will be needed to achieve a level of performance that no production vehicle can currently achieve. To that end, tests conducted by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety indicate that these systems will likely require major overhauls to adequately comply with the mandate. Instagram is overhauling its recommendation algorithm for Reels to boost original content in a move that will have significant implications for aggregator accounts and others that primarily repost other users' work. The company is also changing the way it ranks Reels in an attempt to give smaller accounts more distribution in the app. In a blog post announcing the changes, the company said it's trying to correct its ranking system so that accounts with smaller followings will have an easier time expanding their reach. It's unclear exactly how Instagram is tweaking its recommendations to make them more equal, but the company suggests that the algorithm will no longer prioritize accounts with more followers. In recent weeks, Instagram head Adam Mosseri has taken to Threads to field complaints from several creators sharing their account statistics and demanding to know why more of their followers don't see their posts. In one recent exchange, nature photographer Nate Luby, who has 142,000 followers on Instagram, pressed Mosseri on why a popular post only reached about 20% of his followers. In his reply, Mosseri suggested that was how Instagram's algorithm is intended to function. So while these latest changes are directed at Reels specifically, the updates suggest Meta will continue to focus on other metrics besides follower counts. That may be disappointing to those who have built up a large audience over several years, but Meta seems to view it as a better way of leveling the playing field for small accounts. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism by senior editor Carissa Bell and contributor Lawrence Bonk, and was produced by Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll return tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.